Okay, guys, we are back casting the losers bracket right now in round 6, as we are getting closer and closer to finding out who is going to be taking home some cash this evening. Is this our first TVT tonight?
I believe so, yeah, and TVT on our biggest map here at YogiTime.com with, I guess, close by ground and air positions.
I call this long by boat.
Long by boat positions, but
yeah.
It's just so long because there's no water. You have to go about 500 feet down there into the abyss, and then you get to the water. Then you have to set up a rope chain and try and climb up.
Yeah.
That's why Marines like dropships more than boats.
Yeah, those grappling hooks are pretty heavy to haul through the water.
Yeah, I mean, they might even sink the boat, and you don't know what's there. I mean, we have friggin' space sharks. There's probably regular sharks, too.
I think this is so funny that this is like such an amazingly huge map with literally the tiniest ramps ever. I mean, look how tiny those little things are.
Well, it's like your house. Just think about it. Your house is this big, huge thing made of wood, and then you have this tiny door.
Yeah, but people don't typically come attack at my door all the time. You know?
Well, I guess like Tennessee is just the most peaceful place in the world. I live in Texas where everyone has a good gun. I mean,
no, we have Memphis, which is past Detroit on violence. So.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, we're quite proud of this fact.
Gas coming down right after barracks for our Terran player, who we haven't announced yet. Spawning in the bottom in the yellow is ROFLcopter, our Diamond Terran.
He is, yes, Diamond Terran.
Yeah, and spawning at the top, our green Terran, the Masters player BboyApache.
Now, I wonder if he's hoping that HOTS will add a helicopter unit in. Maybe that's what the name's from. We're hoping.
I think he does.
And I would expect both these players to just one barracks expand here. It's such a big map.
Yeah, really, I go command center first on this map pretty much every time. Of course, you can just metagame your opponent and just do a huge rush, but honestly, I see Protoss do that a lot more because of their warp tech. Yeah, and we do have command center coming down for B-Boy.
As both of them are going to scout the wrong direction. This is one of those maps that, you know, you've got a good minute and a half game time if you miss it completely all the way around.
Yeah. And they're both scouting in the wrong direction, so it's going to be a little while. Looks like Copter did want to put on some pressure. He's got a tech lab coming down on his barracks right now. See, hit 100 gas. We don't have a factor. We'll see if he wants to go for... Actually, I kind of think Reapers. Let's see what he decides to make.
Oh,
he make
combat shields up. Alright, now they're both going to cross each other on checking.
And they're both going to think that they happen to spawn cross.
Yeah.
And in about 30 more seconds realize they did. But, oh, third command center coming down for a Masters player, B-Boy. With still sitting on one base for our Copter, going up to 5 racks now. Yes, 6 racks.
I do like the Marine patrol pattern we have here for B-Boy. I mean, this is a truly good military style. He's got them in formation, you know.
And you just have one shouting commands at the others. Oh, now this one's scouting long. Okay. Oh no, he's doing it too.
This is a lot of racks on one base. He is
he's gonna try and end this as Copter. You would feel is kind of like the underdog in this game, since he is a Diamond versus a Masters. He might just want to try and end this, and with a Quake 3 CC coming up, he might be lucky enough to do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course, seeing all those Marines, he's gonna be a little worried, I feel. But we have B-Boy actually knowing everything going on. He sees that his opponent's still on one base. Immediately, that factory goes down. Because even though this is a push and there's a lot of racks here, that's a long way for these Marines to run.
Yeah. You almost need stim just to get there.
Yeah. And right now, he's only up by 2 Marines. He'll probably wait for one more cycle before he pushes out.
Yeah, and he just now laying down these 3 supply because he did supply block himself, which he really didn't need right there on an early push.
Yeah.
He is going ahead and getting the stem.
Oh, everything.
Everything is
Apache knows
seen.
everything.
Got the double factory. You know, I would expect him to go ahead and pump out some Hellions pretty quick because they will eat up Marines.
Oh, yeah. And we have a tech lab coming down, actually, along with a second factory for him. 2 bunkers coming up right now. 3 bunkers. Yeah, great responsive play. But with that many Marines, with combat shields, Stim is not going to finish by the time this hits. It'll probably finish about halfway through this push, so it's going to be a little hurtful for Copter, but if he just waits a few extra seconds, gets about 2 more rounds of units, and he has Stim and combat shield, and it's going to be a lot to deal with, even with Hellions. And we actually have siege mode coming up now for Apache. Just doesn't quite have the money to produce a siege tank yet.
Yeah. But he is gonna start to push the. He just can't. He can't afford to push this. Copter can't. He's not gonna be able to break that line. All it's gonna take is a couple SCVs, which are already prepped to repair if needed. They'll send one out.
A scan and an SCV.
Yeah.
Actually, depending, he might be able to get past those bunkers. Stim is just now about to finish. It's got a couple more seconds.
Yeah, because these
next round of units,
yeah, there are. I mean, there's clear holes on both sides. There's holes between the bunkers, and he's just stimming for more units. But Siege technology has finished up. And the siege tank sitting behind it is just going to really...
Yeah, and this is pretty much done. With that siege tank, he's not going to be able to get anything done with this, especially once he stems up that ramp. Yeah, I really don't feel like you should have taken that expansion, because that just delayed the amount of Marines he had and when he could push.
You
should have just went ahead and gone, because at this point, 3 command centers, and he knows it. If this push doesn't end the game, he's at a huge disadvantage.
Yeah, absolutely. Still only collecting 1 gas, not even sure.
Still actually making Marauders now just to find something to do with it.
Yeah. Trying to get a factory,
nothing else, this is going to keep Apache in his base, but still. 3 siege tanks now?
Yeah.
Oh, and does go ahead and move some Marines over to the side just in case this is a heavy drop. Throws a turret down.
Yeah.
He's just preparing for everything.
Yeah, it's a good idea because at this point you saw it didn't come forward. It can't break that line.
Yeah.
Blue flame on the way. And if he lets another cycle of tanks roll through here and get some Hellions in front of it with these Marines, he's going to be able to shut Copter down quick.
Oh, yeah. I mean, really, this game should be done. We have twice the SCVs for B-Boy right now. Such good tech compared to his opponent. I don't know what Copter's going to be able to do to try and get into this. He is starting medevac production. Going to go ahead and, looks like, take his factory with him here to try and grant a little bit of vision.
Yeah, we do see the 3rd for Apache moving over to the 12 o'clock position, which is going to put him fine. These medevacs, you know, he doesn't know that he's going to be walking into a really bad line.
Oh yeah, there's turrets everywhere. Those medevacs shouldn't be able to get through.
Yeah, there's nowhere he can go, you know. And they even salvaged the bunkers and pushed them out even further. I didn't even see that part.
Yeah, he's going in and setting a forward line right now, jumping up to 6 factories as well. This is just looking worse and worse for Copter. He does have his 3rd coming up right now, but it's barely building as B-Boys is just now getting saturated, actually.
And these first 2 medevacs are going to move out, and I don't even expect them to be able to make it. Well, is this last one going to be able to hit hard enough to take 2?
Yeah.
But to take 2?
No, but it's flying directly into this other, and
at
least one of them's going to fall. And the other one,
going to
Copter
back
tries
out.
to save it, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not going to make it. 16 units. No, excuse me.
20 supply loss right there.
The whelp.
Yeah, I think Copter knows he's kind of in a bad spot right now.
Yeah, because he can't drop. He's economically behind. He is putting out 10 Marines at a time.
but he's down by 30 supply and walks 10 Marines. B-Boy's pushing out mech.
Yeah,
which will
exactly.
just tear through this Marine army.
Yeah.
Double armory's coming up right now. Now, he does lock one of his factories. Gets locked in, actually, so he's going to have to destroy that tech lab and relocate the factory.
Yeah, but with,
so that
he's got the blue flame, and the tanks alone are just going to just crush this bio army.
Yeah, it looks like he might want to push it out. Yeah, he is going to. Which right now he should feel comfortable with it. He knows everything going on in his opponent's base.
So Naga's going to see it.
And unless he stems and catches this, which he shouldn't. Oh, and the siege happens. Everything is bunched up, but some nice shots come off. If he would stepped in a little bit more, he might have been able to take out that line of tanks. Still, we do have the GG from Copter as he's forced to back out.
Yeah, and that's just one of those things that sometimes early aggression just can't pay itself off.
Well, with aggression like that, when you're going as all in as he was, you have to push in. Even if you don't know for sure you can do it, you have to. He was just too far behind from that point.
Absolutely.
To even really try and think about going into a long game.
Yeah, I agree.
Because there's a chance maybe your opponent doesn't react well enough, you're able to take down those 3 bunkers with stem really quick, and if he does, he had 3 times the number of Marines as his opponent, and the game ends.
Yeah.
But at that point, you're just hoping your opponent messes up.
Exactly.
That's really what that accounts to right there. When you know he's as prepared as he is, you just got to push and pray.
Okay, and we're going to get some music for you while you're on IvDYogiTime.com, clicking on some links.
Oh, before we do that, Ona is actually taken out by 5-year-old.
Oh, wow.
So we have Cupid and 5-year-old in the winner's bracket finals.
Right on. All right, we'll be right back.